This is a Headgum original.
In 1977, NASA sent 2 solid gold records into space so that aliens might find them and understand life on Earth.
I send greetings on behalf of the people of our planet and friendly wishes to all who may encounter this Voyager.
Now, we're making new records with our friends.
We step out of our solar system into the universe, seeking only peace and friendship. We know full well that our planet and all its inhabitants are but a small part of this immense universe that surrounds us.
Hello from the children of planet Earth.
EJ.
Yeah.
What's up?
Shelby, what's up with you?
No.
Seriously.
Don't do that.
No. Seriously. What's
Don't.
new?
What is new? Like, I don't know. Like, things are just, like, going on.
No, I hear you.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't know if anything. I'm going to go to an apple orchard this weekend, I think.
Whoa. That's awesome.
And I think I'm going to play pickleball, too.
Ah. Autumn is here.
Autumn is here. I'm going to play pickleball and then pick some Pickleball, pick some apples.
Pick.
I'm picking.
Dude.
Say what you will, but mama picking.
What? Yeah, say what you will.
But mama's picking.
Yum. Sorry. Sorry.
What's going on with you?
Oh man, not much.
God, the listeners are like,
Yeah.
okay.
Like,
Listeners,
can you even get a life?
listeners
Like,
are listening,
literally.
just being like, Jesus Christ, these two need mental health. Okay, peek behind the curtain.
Yeah.
We just recorded 2 episodes back to back, and so we've caught up.
Right, there's
We've been talking
not
for 4
much
hours.
else to say.
We've been talking for 4 hours. I don't know if you've ever had lunch with a friend. Around hour 2, you stop having stuff to say. No matter how close you are. And that's when you start to overshare. Because you're like, well, I guess I can tell you about a bad relationship I have with my grandma. Like, you're like, I don't know. Like where do you go from there? So that is...
A bad
What?
relationship I have with my grandma.
Overshare? I can't about her. She's living.
Yeah. Does she listen to the podcast?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. It's like a karma thing or like a...
Just a fear thing.
I totally get that. I'm afraid to talk about like so many people on this podcast.
Yeah.
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 I've got beef with a lot of people. I'm a bad guy.
Yeah.
And our guest is Billie Eilish.
Today's guest is Billie Eilish. I do have a question. Have you seen the show? It's not on anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Raising Hope.
I have watched it.
And you did not like it.
It was one of those things where my parents were like, the show's really good. And I watched the beginning of the pilot and then I was like, you guys have fun with this one.
Your parents were right.
Okay.
So I finished Baby Daddy.
Okay.
And now I'm watching Raising Hope. And what I've decided is
It's a good show.
Well, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is. I think it's like, okay, did you watch Community?
No.
Okay, so I think this is Middle America Community.
Okay.
In that it's not the same premise at all, but what Community did, which was like just decide that there were some episodes that would be like weirdly genre. Like they'd be like, okay, we're doing sci-fi today.
Mm-hmm.
Raising Hope will do that. And they're a little bit self-referential. And is it a like like intellectual? No. But it's just a family that loves each other in a wacky situation.
What more could you ask for?
It's off the air, and I don't think all of it holds up. Like, I think there's stuff that certainly doesn't. But overall,
You're enjoying
I have watched it and said,
Mm-hmm.
not bad.
Cool.
We're all raising hope together.
Oh, it takes a village.
And in this show, they'll really teach you that.
I love that. When it takes a village. Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
When you, when your lips are a little chapped.
They have been this whole time. Is that why you were talking about this?
No, mine have too. Okay. Glad this is the first time we've talked about this. Okay. New subject alert.
Okay, turns out 4.5 hours in, you can actually change the topic by saying, hey, is there something about your body that's making you feel uncomfortable right now? Because chances are I have the same situation.
Thanks for listening to our podcast about how to talk to people.
Welcome back to hanging out with EJ and Shelby, where we talk about how to hang out.
It's not as easy as you think it might be.
You ever hanging out and think, what do I do? Well, we've got the podcast for you. We're telling you.
It's easy. So nice. So your lips are chapped, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Picture this. Oh, you're looking all over. You're looking all over. You don't have any chapstick. Do you think it's weird or normal, or somewhere in between, to use a little bit of body lotion and rub it all over your lips?
I've done it.
Okay.
I've done it.
I do it all the time.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't recommend it. It tastes like shit.
Yeah, it's horrible. But
Really
it's sometimes
bad.
the last
But
resort.
I'm like, I don't know. This is skin
Like,
at the end of the day.
It's skin and it needs moisture.
I'm like, that's what it's for.
Like-
what I want to do, and what I want to say about the city of Los Angeles is I want to live in a city where if I leave chapstick in my car to be used at another time, I don't want it to be melted. I want to be able to use chapstick I leave in my car. I want to be, because I like to have it in my car as when I'm
Emergency,
about to go, I got a chap. But
Right.
I never can. It's always fully liquid.
Melty. It
Disgusting.
all goes, if it's a tubular situation, it ends up in the cap.
Yeah. And then you have to do a little.
Then you're doing a pinky situation,
Yeah.
rubbing it like that.
Yeah.
Which is grosser than lotioning.
And if you're in a tin, that whole thing is liquid. It's melting out of the little seams.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
It's really gross.
I've tried with the squeezy Carmex.
Squeezy. Oh, God.
That's fine if it's cold, but when it's hot, it's liquid.
It's
you
all
put it
over
on your lips, you
face.
get so much. I had to rub some on a towel today
Ugh.
that I had in my car.
Yeah.
So my comments on chapstick are, yes, you can use lotion sometimes. It's not preferable,
first
but
choice,
if in
yeah.
a pinch, get
Sure.
it on. You got to get the moisture somehow.
Sure.
And if you're in LA, you need to put an ice box in your car for
Yeah.
chappy.
Okay. Cool. Noted. When I get a car, I'm going to like remember that.
Yeah. I forgot that you don't have a car.
Yeah.
So if you're walking, it's probably heating up pretty quick in your pocket.
When you're walking, everything's heating up. I
Burn
gotta
it
get a car.
up for you, baby.
Uh,
Was that good?
no, yeah. It was like, wow.
That was my Nick Jonas impression.
Yeah, wow.
On TikTok, people are telling you.
Oh.
TikTok thinks I'm a fan of what's the guy from Austin and Alley, blonde boy. They won't stop showing me him.
What? Who's Austin
Do you know
and
what I'm
Alley?
talking about? He's a blonde Disney star. Me too. And I keep getting shown him.
Yes.
TikTok thinks I'm a Swiftie. All my respect to her, but I'm not a Swiftie. I'm not a hater, but I'm not like, I
You
don't
wouldn't
know
call
her.
yourself a Swiftie.
I've not listened to all of her albums all the way through. Like, I don't know. I don't.
You should try it.
I don't think I will. What's his name?
Shelby, who is that?
Ross Lynch won't stop showing up dancing on my freaking TikTok. Get him out of here. I don't know him. I'm not a fan of him. I never watched him on Disney Channel. I hope he has
he's
a happy
Disney
life.
star.
Yeah, he was on Austin and Alley, I think.
You
And
keep
now
saying
he's-
Austin and Alley. I don't know what that means.
That's a show. It's a show.
Do you? Yeah.
Do I watch Disney? Not anymore. But I had a good time with it when I was young. But I keep getting Harry Styles content, which whatever.
Whatever.
Literally whatever.
Literally.
And then Taylor Swift conspiracy theories, which I'm not invested enough to be a part of.
Yeah.
Ross Lynch dancing at his concerts to Michael Jackson, which I'm like, that's a whole
weird.
mess.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, and then now recently, a bunch of people are posting the same video of Joe Jonas singing on some late night show, being like, Joe Jonas is the only one who worked while this band was broken up
Oh my God.
because he did a riff that people thought was really magnificent. And what is going on? Why is that happening to me?
Somebody help Shelby. You got to be
I don't even
active
like-
with the algorithm, man.
No, the algorithm isn't on my side. I like to have fun learning.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I did get really invested. I know we've talked about Lobster Talk before. It's getting better.
Okay. All right.
Well, wait, for real? Wait. Shout out to my guy. I don't even really know his name, but he's a sweetie, lobster guy. And
Big in the lobster
Maine lobsters are
community.
getting red listed.
Uh-oh.
And there's no evidence for it. So speak out or whatever. He said, go to his page.
Speak out or whatever.
Go to his page. # Lobster Talk. Go to his page. He's talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks. They're making it really hard for these guys to get their lobsters.
Thank you for bringing that up, Shelby. It's always good to hear you talk about something that you're really passionate about.
I'm bummed. These guys just love lobsters so much.
No,
He
yeah.
doesn't even eat them. He's like, I'm sick of it.
Oh my
He's just there
God.
because for the love of the game. Yeah, but he's like a 4th generation lobster fisherman. Sometimes he picks a lobster up that's like 150 years old, and he's like, my great grandfather might have picked up the same lobster.
Oh, that's
and
beautiful.
it's really gorgeous.
That's really beautiful. Anya's laughing, but it's beautiful.
It's really tender. He's like, there's a chance. Like, there's a chance, and I go, my oh my, this guy's connecting to his family, generations to generations.
And I go,
As someone
my.
from New England, I don't think
You're offended.
no, like you're giving a lot of credence to.
You have to see this guy.
Okay.
He's really sweetie pie.
Okay.
He's
I
saving
can
birds.
understand.
He's saving birds.
I love when people say birds.
Birds can't land on the water where certain birds can't land on the water, and so he puts them on the boat and brings them to land. He's a sweetie
Aw,
pie.
it's total sweetie
When he
pie.
has to throw the lobsters back because they're not the right size or they're breeders, you can't keep breeding lobsters. They have to go back so that they can make more lobsters. He gives them a little snack to go back to the water. He's
Aw.
an angel. I love him. I love you. I love you, King. Anyway, today's guest has nothing to do with lobsters. What if it was him?
Oh.
That would be crazy. What a lead up. What?
We'll get him.
Yeah, we can get him.
I don't know what we would talk about besides lobsters.
I'm sure he's got other stuff going on.
Today's guest is a writer, a podcaster, a mental health advocate. You know her from her podcast, Just Between Us. Right?
I also when you said it, I was like,
EJ gave me a look that felt wrong. You know her from her podcast, Just Between Us, and her recent book, Overthinking About You. You know her, you love her. It's Allison Raskin.
Yes, the clock has started. Oh. Good.
I really didn't like that.
what I did? Why?
It was so yucky.
Look. Shit.
Allison, welcome.
Welcome aboard.
Sorry, I really hate that voice. I think because I saw. Wait. This has to not be a part of this. Do you watch scary movies?
No.
Me either. But I watched Barbarian by recommendation of that man. The word I was like, I haven't been able to sleep in a week.
Casey. Why would you tell
Yes,
Shelby
there were
to watch
moments
that?
of humor. It was terribly terrifying. And so when you did that little voice, I think there was just a part of me that said,
You were triggered.
no.
Yeah.
I was taken to a place I didn't want to go.
I'm sorry.
The movies.
At the movies.
How come the one time you roast Casey, we have to cut it, but me every time?
Why do we have to
No,
cut
I think
it?
we should keep that in. We should keep it in.
I said to cut it
Yeah, you did. Oh my God, Shelby doesn't. Are you okay?
just now.
You were like, we have to cut this, but.
Yeah. That's
Okay, well, we're gonna keep it in, I guess.
This is all staying in.
Yeah, this is perfect. Okay, well, hi.
Poor Allison, sorry.
I know.
Sorry, Allison. I think that's why I wanted to cut it was because I really just had to yell at Casey because he ruined my life a little.
Yeah.
I'm not a scary movie person. You're not a scary movie person?
No. Not
Ever?
at all. I don't enjoy being afraid.
Thank you. Me either.
Yeah.
Have you seen any in your life?
Yes.
Which ones have stuck with you? This is the
What
podcast.
have I seen? Well, I will say, as a child, I was very afraid of E.T., but looking back, that wasn't a scary movie.
I think you were right to be afraid.
Yeah,
though.
that's valid.
And then I like to see when it's like a genre bending. So I'll see like a Get Out. I'll see a
Right.
Cabin in the Woods. I'll see a comedic horror. But a big problem for me is that I'm a screamer. So
Totally.
if I have like a really heightened startle response.
Okay.
So if anything happens, I can't see these movies in a theater
Yeah.
because I'll ruin it for people.
Has that happened? Have you screamed in a
Yeah, I
theater?
think-
EJ screams in the Minions.
Yeah,
I was
I'll
yelling in the
I'll
Minions.
scream if anything startles me, intentionally or otherwise.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my boyfriend will just be in his own home and I'll scream
Yeah.
because I didn't know he was where he was.
Understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Easily startled. Okay.
will a lot of the time if someone makes me watch a scary movie with them for some reason, they're like, we have to. Like
No, you say no.
usually I used to write with my friend Gabby. Oh my god, I'm talking about her so much today. I used to write with my friend Gabby, and she really wanted to do something that referenced The Shining. And I said I'd never seen it, and she made me watch it, and I had a caveat, which was that I got to press mute whenever I wanted.
Oh, yeah.
That is.
And I'm
How
mute.
often did you press it?
A whole movie. Silent film. It's really
perfect.
gorgeous when it's quiet. It is because then I don't have to be worried about something jumping out.
Yes.
When something jumps out on the screen with no sound, it is as if it never happened.
It loses
Right.
its
It
magic.
really does not affect me at all. Something can pop up and I might go, but that's as bad as it gets.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's my trick to you. If you ever have to, control that mute button.
Well, you know what movie I did see because my friends were over and I think I went to walk the dog and they put it on while I was gone.
Rude.
Was that movie The Boy?
Oh, which one is that one?
It's a movie about a babysitter who comes to care for these people's son, but it's just a doll.
No.
And she has to act like it's real. But what we realized was I look like the boy.
Uh-oh.
And so I would start
doll.
to kind of do the boy face to really creep people out.
Can you
Did it scare
give
yourself?
us an example of the boy
Well, I
face
never got
also?
to really see it. But I think it was sort of like,
Yeah, that's. Ooh.
and so then it was
Ooh.
like,
So the
see over
eyes
there,
move?
like I'm sort of the boy.
Oh my.
So the premise of this movie is more the parents are scary than the boy is scary. Or
I
the,
can't tell you what happens.
okay.
Because they're
Well,
twists and
sometimes
turns.
it would be nice, Casey, if someone could tell you what happens, Casey, because then you don't go to the movies, Casey, and have a bad time.
Right. And then maybe EJ can do a voice and you weren't sent into a freaking whirlwind over it.
Well, you said
because EJ's just having some fun. EJ's just trying to play around in the studio. Anyways,
I really upset EJ today.
it's fine.
Are you a movie person in general? Do you like going to the movies?
I do, yeah.
EJ loves that too.
I love going to movies.
Wow, we have so much.
Wait, this is really crazy. Okay. Yeah, I love the movies. I also vocally emit in the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love to chat through a movie, and people don't like that.
Yeah, I've
People
learned
have
that.
Yeah.
I also
issues.
like to chat through a movie, which is why I don't like going to the movies.
But in the theater, if you create an environment in which it's a talk back, it's a call and response, people will join in with you. This is what I found.
Well, it depends.
yeah, I feel like some people might get really upset.
It
Well,
depends on
I've-
the crowd. Kids' movies, usually they'll handle it better.
And the ticket price.
What I've
So true.
realized is I do this thing where, okay, this is going to take a while to explain, but
That's
we'll
okay.
get,
We
we'll
got
get through it.
plenty of time.
So I don't know what good singing is because I can't recognize if somebody is singing well or not singing well. And so a lot of times we'll be watching a
We have to
movie.
hang out more.
There'll be a song in the movie where the character is singing, but I don't know if they're doing a good job or not.
So you have to ask
And so
the
I have
people
to
around you.
ask my boyfriend, I have to go, is that good singing?
Yeah.
And he didn't understand why I kept asking that. But it was because I felt like it was important to understand what was going on in the film.
Right, like the
If
singing. If the singing was good or bad would actually change
It's
the
a plot. It's
Yeah,
a plot
yes,
point.
absolutely.
And I can't identify that for myself. And so
Yeah.
I have to say, is that good singing?
Right,
So
like
you're-
if she
yeah.
couldn't sing in Coyote Ugly, it would have changed the whole film.
Right.
Totally,
But I think
totally.
he thought I was just continuously roasting whoever was singing on screen by
he's
being
like,
like,
"It's
is
not
that
funny."
any good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't they have gotten a better singer out there?
Yeah.
Like, so I need somebody to always tell me about that.
Well, and that's his job. No offense, as your boyfriend,
Thank
I feel
you.
that's his job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I also want to know, like, sometimes you don't know if you're supposed to understand what's happening or not.
Yes.
Like, am I confused because I, Allison, have missed something?
Am I meant to be
Or
left
am
out
I
of this?
meant to be confused?
Am I meant to be left out and to find out later? Or
Right.
do other people understand this?
And so I need that
And I'm the
clarification
fool.
as well.
Yeah.
Because I want to be understanding the movie as it's meant to be understood.
I like to
Yeah.
figure out the movie, like what's going to happen
Oh, definitely.
at the start.
Definitely.
And I like to have someone to say you were right or wrong.
That's important.
And my girlfriend won't ever let me run it by her because she says I ruin it for
so
her.
we should watch films together.
Sounds like you
Is
guys
what
are
I-
really compatible in that regard.
I
Yeah.
like to be like, I think that like this is like I think this guy's this.
Yeah.
And then she'll be like as if I like have seen it already and I'm giving it away and I'm like, it's literally no spoilers. I don't know how this
Right.
ends. But she considers it always to be a spoiler.
I don't think you guys will work out. I'm just kidding.
Lindsay. Uh-oh.
I'm coming over, baby. We gotta have a talk.
Well, now that we got that out of the way.
Yeah, I feel better.
Yeah, I can feel it on you. You're relieved.
Allison, how has your week been?
Yeah, what's up?
It's Monday. Oh
Yeah.
my
Oh
god. Oh my god. That's
Oh my
weird.
god. Oh, ooh, God, I
Oh
feel
no,
sick.
I thought it was like Thursday.
No, at least.
What counts as my week? Just from this morning?
It can be whatever you
How's
want
your
it
week
to
so
be.
far?
Sure. Yeah.
This morning's been okay.
Yeah.
You could say your week started on Sunday. I hate that, but you can.
Well, to be honest, guys, like I'm kind of in a shitty time because I'm just like I'm on a book deadline and I'm in graduate school and it's like a real disaster. I'm not having a good time.
Yeah,
That's
it
amazing.
sounds like a
Day-to-day.
lot to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, day to day, it's not great.
Grad school is so fascinating to me.
Don't do it.
Okay.
I couldn't. I was about no one would accept me. I was so bad at school all the way through that the idea of applying to grad school and being like, no, take a chance.
They'll take you because they want your money.
Yeah.
It took like 2 weeks to get into my grad program. They were like, "Oh, you can pay? Okay, yes, please come join us." There wasn't even an
What
interview.
if I want financial aid and I don't have enough to back up that I would be a good applicant?
Well, they'll take the financial aid because
Okay.
that's them still getting paid.
Shelby, you
right.
can go to grad school.
I'm going to grad school. I have no interests, but I'm going to find one.
I think you could find something really cool there.
I don't have an interest. I don't really like learning. That's not true. I love to learn.
You're
But
always
only
learning.
in fun ways.
Yeah,
I like short form learning.
Well, the
TikTok.
whole thing is that like I'm getting a degree in psychology because I write a lot in the mental health field and I just like want to know what I'm talking about more than just like, and this is how I experience anxiety. And so, but so like my grades literally do not matter. Like I'm not
You're just
going
there
to
to
apply.
learn.
Yeah, like I'm just like giving myself some extra credibility, like getting that master's, whatever. But like it's so hard to like not. Like, how do you act like a B student? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to, like...
I only know how to
don't-
act like a D student.
So every semester, I'm like, I'm not going to care. Like, I'm just going to do the bare minimum. And then I'm like, now I'm in this, like, vicious, like, mental war with one of my professors that he doesn't know about, where I'm, like, very angry with him all the time, and he has no idea. But I also
Yeah.
What are
am
you mad
trying
about?
Yeah, what's...
I'm mad that he is ruling the classroom with an iron fist.
I would be mad too.
And
That's
I'm
annoying.
furious about it.
Yeah.
I
But-
like that about him.
Well, do you?
Shelby,
No, it's like one of my favorite things about him.
that's so messed up.
No, I hate that. Nobody should have an iron fist.
No. Your fist should be soft and spongy.
Well, it should just be like warm clapping.
I
For your
almost,
students.
I almost said something so stupid.
What was it?
If you have an... You know when people say that you can test how done a steak is by
How what? Oh, done as steak is.
And by pressing here, I was like, if you have an iron fist, how are you gonna know your steak's done? But that's so stupid.
Casey liked it.
Yeah,
I guess you guys are back on good terms.
No, he's trying to win me back over.
Yeah.
He's this is a pity laugh. I know one when I hear one.
Yeah.
But I was like, nobody should have an iron fist. You wouldn't know when your steak's done.
No,
You
yeah.
get food poisoning.
You're vegetarian.
Yeah.
I'm not.
First of
I'm
all,
not the problem.
That's not your story to tell. Really messed up. Second of all,
Okay, so he's ruling the classroom with an iron fist.
okay.
Yeah.
How
Like
so?
it's like if you turn in your assignment 1 minute late, you get half a grade deducted.
Half a grade.
That is,
deducted?
he's on a power trip.
He's on a power trip.
Stupid.
And I get so riled up about the fact that
Yeah.
he's on a power trip that now I'm on a power trip trying to defeat him.
Yep.
It's a really
right.
unhealthy cycle that's happening.
Yeah. Well,
What are your plans to defeat? Like, how are you going to defeat
thank
him?
you.
I guess. Well,
You're welcome.
I don't have one. I guess. Well, my plan was to not care, but then I've been caring. So it's a real vicious cycle.
He's living rent free
Yeah.
in your
Now you're
mind.
He's-
turning in
I
all your
think about
assignments
this
like
man-
3 hours early.
Yeah, like I
You're
think
like,
about
yeah,
this
you're
man
not gonna
so
pull one
much.
over on me.
I don't think he knows my name.
How many people are in the class?
Not that many.
I'm sure he knows your name. Come on.
No, he
It's on the
doesn't. He doesn't
papers.
know because he also does that. Like okay.
He calls-
This is terrible. I hope this man doesn't listen to this. I've
is
been
one of our-
keeping
he
this.
probably does.
Yeah.
I've been keeping this to
We got a lot of
myself.
professors.
I've been keeping this to myself
Specifically in the psychology field.
because I have so many thoughts about it. But so like he's like a caricature of a professor, where it's like as if he had
Oh.
he'll do that thing where he'll be like, Ashley, answer this question. It's as if we're like in high school. And like he'll just like call on people without that who I've never experienced this as a graduate student.
Yeah.
He also just like if you turn in your midterm or final 1 minute late, you fail.
Stupid. That's just stupid to me.
It's just so antithetical to the philosophy of a psychology program.
Do you think
Yeah.
that at the
where
end
it's like
of the
people
term,
are suffering? Let them be late.
Yeah.
do you think at the end of the term he's going to be like, that was my goal all along, was to make you think about that? To be like,
To make you suffer?
to be like, someone should have said something. Like,
So it's a social
he's like doing
experiment.
like a
Drop the
bunch
class.
of he's
Oh.
doing a bunch of reverse psychology to be like, this was my plan all along.
I
I'll
mean,
report back, but I don't think so.
yeah. If people
I want
are
him to have a
dropping,
plan.
you have so much faith in this guy.
I don't have faith. I want him to have a plan. I don't think he does, but I want him to.
So you're an optimist.
Glass half full. Just kidding. The glass has water in it. That's all I know.
Wow. Write that down. That was really good.
The glass has water in it. How much? That's not for me to
No,
decide.
it's not a judgment you can make.
Allison, we have a question for you.
Yeah.
EJ?
If you were gonna send something up to the aliens to tell them about life on Earth,
Yeah.
represent humanity, whichever way you want to shake it, what's the first thing you would send to them?
I would send the hit film Get Over It.
And when I saw this on your list, I want you to know that it filled me with such true, unadulterated joy.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
It's the greatest film of our
It's
time.
really, really, really good.
It's so good, and nobody has seen it.
Nobody's seen it. I watched it a lot growing up.
All the
Hey,
time
you guys
growing
are
up.
twins, first of all. Wow.
It shaped my comedic voice more than anything else I've
Really?
ever seen. Yes. It's Martin Short plays this theater teacher, and everything about that character is what I now find to be funny in the world.
Also, Vitamin C has like a
Oh, yeah.
whole
Vitamin C has a
like
musical
a,
number.
like a genuine 5-minute musical number.
Yes. Yeah. It's incredible. What? It's a rom-com, a teenage rom-com starring,
that.
get ready for this cast, Ben Foster, Kirsten Dunst,
What?
Mila Kunis,
What?
Colin Hanks, Cisco, Martin Short. Unbelievable.
Oh my
Isn't there one other guy that was? Am I thinking of?
Shane West.
That's what I was thinking of. I was like,
As
no,
the villain.
and one other guy who was really
and
big for a year.
Zoe Saldana's in it as well.
What?
It is the greatest film ever made.
Wait,
And the
what year
movie
did
is
it come
about
out?
doing a play, and then they basically do the play in real life too.
Yes. So it's about they're putting on a Midsummer Night's Dream.
Love.
But then the actually, and that's something I didn't put together until right now, but also the main plot is similar to
Hey, when you see something about 16 times in a 3-month period,
I know every word to that movie. I could watch it with you. And there's musicals numbers throughout. I know all the songs as well.
Yeah.
What? You guys get up. Show me.
It was that movie, and there was another movie with Jennifer Love Hewitt that came out around the same time. Some guy's like pining after her. He writes her a letter. It gets lost. Can't Hardly Wait. Those two movies were in cycle for me. I was like, well, with Coyote Ugly and Blue Crush, those 4 movies, if you wanted me to cool down, like you wanted me to hang out, I had ADHD from birth. My parents wanted me to like focus.
Yeah.
Those were the movies.
Get over it. Blue Crush, Coyote Ugly, Can't Hardly Wait.
Those are good ones.
I just have to say, if Caleb was here, he would bring up the fact that he can't believe how long it took you to come out. If those were the movies.
I know, well, that's what he always says.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me a while to understand that some of my interest in these films was gay stuff.
Yeah.
But in Get Over It, well, maybe I liked the main girl, but I think mostly was that it's a perfect film.
It's a perfect film. Beginning to end. Everything you want to have happen happens, is filled with joy, and the jokes are so funny. Like, all the jokes are so... And my name is Allison, and the original name of the movie was supposed to be Getting Over Allison. Yeah.
But instead it was Getting Over It.
Dehumanizing.
Yeah, really.
Well, I became an it, but we're all an it to someone.
Wow, that is true. Yeah.
What I sang is a song from the film.
Okay.
I could do a whole... Okay. I'll do a little bit.
We'll let you know if it's good or bad.
No, thank you, because I won't know. I won't know.
Okay.
Okay. So it'll be like, and I'm so deep. I'm not a good singer. I know that at least. But it's like, did you ever read a Shakespeare play? I would never understand a word they say. Well, tonight we're gonna make things clear, 'cause Shakespeare's dead, but we're all here. William Shakespeare wrote a play a long, long time ago about this chick named Hermia and the 2 guys who loved her so. Whoa, he said, Hermia, please be my girl, but she only wanted one. And the night the fairies came to play, that's the night we had our fun.
And you've never seen this.
I've never seen it.
Mistake.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it tonight.
It's
So good. You can't find it anywhere.
Wait.
You gotta get the DVD.
It's one of those movies where I
God.
have in my life been like, it's like a Shazam type of movie where you're like, did I make that up?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I remember it vividly.
I know every word.
We both
Come on,
made it up.
Netflix, get it.
I know. Maybe people can start requesting Get Over It. And maybe
Hey,
a
if you
streamer
guys haven't
could get
seen
the
it
rights.
and you want to, write
want
to your
to.
favorite streaming platform.
My God.
Pick your poison.
Sorry.
It's on what?
It seems to be on some of them.
Which
Really?
ones?
It says it's on Pluto, Paramount Plus, YouTube. Maybe that happened recently.
Okay, great. That's huge for
but
me.
who has Pluto?
Yeah,
first
what
of
is
all?
Yeah.
Pluto?
That's a.
Anya
think
just
it-
made that up.
I don't
Maybe
know.
this is just a
Pluto's
trailer.
great.
No, it's a
You
What?
gotta get Pluto.
What is Pluto? Is this an ad for Pluto now?
No freak out for the girlies. Do not get Pluto.
Don't get Pluto, you guys. We haven't tried it. We can't vouch for
If
it.
they buy from us an ad, you can get Pluto.
Pluto. Seriously, hit us up.
And I was only just so that no one's like screaming at their pod, at their
No, I hope it's available because it's so
I'm
deeply,
gonna watch it tonight.
deeply
I literally
funny.
am gonna watch it tonight.
It's a really good movie.
It's a really good movie.
And you do love and hate the main girl. That was my
well,
experience.
that's
at
key to
least.
loving a movie.
Well, no, because who do you consider the main girl?
Oh,
Redhead.
No, Kirsten Dunst is the main girl.
No, I didn't like her enough.
Okay, well, that was your personal experience, but Kirsten Dunst is definitely the lead of that film.
No, she is, but the attention is often on pining after
Allison. Yeah, who's the redhead? Who
And
I don't
so-
think has been in anything since.
No, I don't know
That's
if she was even
cool.
really good in it, but I
You were fixated on her for some
She was
reason.
beautiful.
So for some reason, she sort of captivated your attention.
right, again, Caleb would have something to say. Caleb would have a lot to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think? First of all, I think this is an interesting addition because it does teach Shakespeare without making them watch Shakespeare.
And it teaches comedy. Like,
Yeah.
I would be like, this is what we as humans find funny.
And
At
that's
least-
key.
At least for me.
I would hope that the aliens have some sort of sense of humor.
Yeah. Or at least an
It's gonna be such
understanding
a
that we
bummer
do.
if they don't.
At least they understand. At least they could go to a comedy show and at least be laughing.
Yeah, or be like, I see these humans seem to enjoy this. Even
Yeah, and they're
if
like,
we
I don't understand it yet, but good on them.
Yeah. But I feel like that's the greatest performance of Martin Short's career. And it's really
Wow.
hard to not find it funny.
He's so funny.
He's so funny.
He's so funny.
I think, okay, one, Shakespeare's supposed to be like one of the great, if not the greatest of all time playwrights. They say. So it's, I don't know. I'm not like a big Shakespeare head. I understand that he's got the talent.
He currently living.
But I do
has
think
the
it's
talent.
important that they see it. But I'm like, I don't want to, one, pick a Shakespeare play for them to see. Like, I don't want
Right.
to have to pick one. Two, it's like, they're really just going to be starting to grasp our language. And I don't want them to have to figure out
Right.
all, like, to watch a Shakespeare play would be like, whoa, this is not how we thought they spoke.
Yeah, because we don't want them speaking like that.
But they get it. And they get sort of like, again, they mirror the play in real life in the movie.
And so you can also see like the human's habit of like readapting the same stories over and over again. And that's
And life
a rich
imitates art.
storytelling tradition on Earth.
I think it's a great addition, but I'm
Yeah.
also a huge fan of the film.
I mean, I haven't seen the film, and from based on what you guys are saying, I think it should be on
I
there.
saw this on your list and I said, no one ever talks about this movie.
Nobody.
Nobody's talking about it.
Yeah. But then when you meet somebody who's seen it, it's like you have an
I've not
understanding.
met anyone that doesn't like it.
Everyone loves the
And
film.
if you've seen it, you like, to know it is to love it.
Okay.
Yeah. Please get back to me as soon as you watch it.
I will shoot you a little email. Say, hey, I hated it. Oh, God, what if I did?
Don't-
Then you keep your freaking
yeah, don't
mouth
tell
shut.
me. I don't want to know.
You're right.
Then you keep that to yourself.
Okay.
I also, for me, all my favorite movies have a musical number.
Yeah.
And so I think it's like also showing that like we can kind of break genre. You know, like
Yeah.
we can throw a musical number into a film.
Do you worry that
Absolutely.
aliens will expect us to break into song? Like, they'll be like, that's how we are.
I mean, do we not?
Yeah,
we
we
not
do
break into
sometimes.
song?
I sing I just sung a minute ago.
You
That's
were
true.
singing.
That's true.
You sing all the time, Shelby.
Okay, I was just wondering it. Again, glass just has water in it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, and thank you for bringing that up again. But I mean, I wonder. I don't want to put words into your mouth, but I'm wondering if you're nervous about them expecting a fully coordinated dance number.
Well,
along
sometimes
with,
with musicals in general, my one fear is that like I will be having a conversation and they will expect me to at some point have choreo. Mm-hmm. And a song.
choreo is what I
And-
cannot do.
I can't learn a dance
No.
move for my life to save my life.
But I'm
I
like,
wish
if
I
we show
could.
them enough evidence that we can, will they expect it from everyone, or
Oh,
will
I
they
don't know.
understand this is reserved for certain people who have something that not all of us have?
Right.
And that's what I want to make sure they do know. But I think maybe they'll just have to learn by experience in that regard.
Yeah. Understand that we're all different. I mean, I think that's the beauty.
I just don't want flash mobs. Like, I don't want them to come and be like, flash mobs. That's what you guys are about.
Yeah.
And then to avoid war, we have to keep doing them.
If that's all we have to do, that seems okay.
Forever?
To
I mean, we
avoid
could
an
sub-
alien invasion, a
Yeah.
violent alien
Every
invasion.
that is torture in itself. If every day we have to do flash mobs.
But I mean, I would imagine that people can substitute in and out. Like you, Shelby, are not in the flash mob every day. You know, you might get
You
called
There's a
in.
rotation.
It's like jury
It's like
duty.
the
You might get
draft.
called in. You might get called in for a flash mob.
It's the draft. I'm like, I have a bad knee.
Have you ever seen a flash mob? I've never.
Have I ever seen a flash
in
mob?
real life?
Oh,
Yes,
jeez.
Was it
and
amazing?
also was asked to be in one for a wedding that I didn't end up being able to go to.
They actually did the flash mob wedding thing.
Yeah.
Was it 2012?
No, this was during COVID.
Nope.
And I said, I can't attend, but I saw the video that was supposed to train me.
Oh my god.
Was it complicated?
What was the song?
What I've learned about flash mobs, because I want to say it's the only time, it's not. I get what people do now is they send you like an email of them doing it in their house. That is mortifying to watch.
Wait, so you've been invited to be a part of multiple flash mobs?
This
Yeah,
is
you guys-
crazy. I've never been invited to be a part of a flash mob.
Yeah,
Me either.
no, I
I've barely
have.
been invited to a wedding.
Yeah, right? I know. I'm like, okay, not only are you getting invitations out the wazoo.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm really selling myself as a hot commodity, and I don't know what it is, but I just have been asked to be in a couple of flash
You're
mobs.
being modest and it's
I've
like
got
freaking me
moves
out.
for days. I'm just kidding. But the videos are horrible to watch because it's just someone in their house who's chosen a dance that's going to be ably done by everyone, ideally.
Okay.
And so it's always just kind of
Oh my
like,
God. Is this like the bride?
A
Or?
lot of arms.
yeah, a lot of arms and like step to the side, step to the side.
Okay.
And then you just watch someone in their house do it sort of like slowly and like they'll sing to themselves. And it honestly is a little endearing to watch sometimes. And then other times it's like sort of just embarrassing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you're like, this is meant to be done with so many people and that's the spectacle of it. So to watch you do it alone in your living room is sort of sad.
That's intense.
But sometimes in that sadness is like a little bit of endearment. Like you're like, oh, you really care. You're putting care into this.
Okay. Yeah. I would just be so honored to be surprised in any way by anyone. Like, if
Yeah.
anybody was doing
with you on that.
anything behind my back and it was even just like a really weird flash mob, I'd be like, for me?
Oh,
You know?
if someone did it
I
at my wedding, I would say
love-
this was a crazy choice. But thank you for training.
Right?
It's cute
Yeah.
to imagine people you love like all getting together and being like, shh, you don't
Right.
tell.
Any sort of surprise. Wow.
I love a surprise.
Yeah.
Do you like surprise parties? Do you like a surprise birthday?
I would love that. No one's ever thrown me one.
Okay,
figure it
well,
out.
no.
But I've been throwing it out there that I would really like it.
Okay.
So
And no one's
one
throwing you at you guys.
One day somebody will do it for me.
I'm like positive that one day someone will do it for you.
And I think it'll be
Thank you.
soon.
And I think it'll be soon. People crash through the door right now. Yeah, surprises are awesome.
It's a party. This podcast is fake. Allison, what is next on your records?
What else do they got to know about?
Okay, I picked Blink 182's Enema of the State because I think it's a wonderful album, and it also, I feel, just like teaches people what it's like to have a lot of teen angst, which feels like an important part of the human experience.
Absolutely. Can you remind us of some of the heavy hitters on that album? Was that
Not
was-
really.
Okay.
You're like, no. I'm
Let me see if I can guess which ones, because they all blur together.
Well, I'm
A
wondering
game.
if I Miss You or
No,
Miss
that's
You.
later.
Oh, okay.
I think that might be a take off your pants and jacket one. I'm not sure. I think Enema of the State is like Wendy Clear. Is that on there?
Yes.
Wendy Clear.
There's a couple really big ones
I
on
see
here.
you've liked one of them, Shelby.
Yes. Correct.
Oh my god, I really should have brushed up on this before.
Hey, it's okay.
No,
This is
I'm
not
ready
a
to give them.
quiz.
I'm ready to give you when you're ready.
Okay, is Adam's song on it?
Correct. That's another heavy hitter.
I don't really. That's one of my least favorites. I'll
But
be
it's a
honest.
heavy
but it's
hitter.
about. Yeah, it's a heavy hitter, definitely.
Oh, she did not want to call that a heavy hitter.
No, I mean, do you know that song?
No, can you hum it? What did Anya say?
She just called me a bully.
No, I think if you're a real Blink fan, you know
Yeah.
Adam's song, but I don't know if it's permeated popular culture in the same way some of their other hits have.
Well, because it's kind of sad.
It's really sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not fun to hum.
It's
You're not like, let's go.
Okay. Oh God. Okay.
What's
is
my
Party
age
Song
again?
on there?
No.
No.
Yes, it is.
Party
Yes, it
Song's
is.
one of my
All
favorites.
the small things is on.
All
Yeah.
the small things.
Okay.
What's my age again?
Oh, okay. See, now I'm there.
I was the three that really stuck out to me. I was like, oh, these were all the small things. What's my age again? And Adam's song, which I understand you don't like.
I do not like it. I don't think it's one of
I
the most
understand you
popular
hate
ones.
it.
No, I know. I
What
don't
else
know why
was on?
it
What
is
was
for
the
me.
other ones? I'm so sorry.
No. This is my joy and pleasure. It is Dumpweed.
Okay, so I was gonna say Dumpweed, but for some reason I thought Dumpweed was on a different one. Dumpweed is like peak Blink-182 for me.
Can you hum Dumpweed?
No.
I will say, above all else, the album cover of this album is iconic.
Yeah, it's really iconic. Yes.
Like, this album cover, if I were to see it, I would just be like, oh, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Be like,
you've seen it.
Yeah.
Everyone's seen this album cover. It's like the
Sexy Nurse.
It's not the Swimming Baby, but it has the same recognition as the Naked Swimming Baby. You know?
Wait.
That's Nirvana, though.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't think they're the same. I'm saying
But it's
recognition wise.
saying, yeah.
I'm being like,
Culture,
these are two
Right,
albums
right.
that I'm like, yeah, we've all seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I actually only knew about the Swimming Baby album cover, though, because of the lawsuit.
What
The
was-
baby sued. The baby sued them and said, hey, I didn't consent to my private parts being on this album
At what
when I was a
age?
baby. And so as an adult, the baby sued. But I think that the baby just recently lost, actually.
Did the baby?
It's actually kind of crazy that the baby lost.
I know.
Can I say that I feel like the baby should have won?
I
Yeah.
kind of feel like the
I
baby
think
should have
the
won
baby-
too.
Well, I guess it's hard, right? Because the parents must have given the consent.
Right, which is like technically allowed, but still weird. Maybe.
Well, it's just
that's a
crazy
whole
to be like,
issue.
no, if we want to use the Naked Baby on our album, we can. And the court's like, correct.
yeah.
The court's like, exactly. Naked Babies get to be on your album cover, period.
But I think about this a lot with social media.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
these kids are gonna grow up and like all of these naked photos of them are out
Mm-hmm.
there, all of these like revealing private photos are out there. It's
Yeah.
like really kind of horrifying.
And like the kids on TikTok where like the parents are totally capitalizing off of stuff they do and say.
Yeah.
My parents recently were like, I wish TikTok was around when you were a baby. We would have made a lot of money. And I was like, that's weird.
Yeah.
I think something I don't love about pictures of babies on social media in general, there's some ethics to it all. Something that also really disturbs me is when there's a picture of a baby that is naked and they use like heart eyes emojis over the private parts or something.
Yep.
That freaks me the
no.
fuck out.
Makes it weirder.
I'm fine with you covering it up. Go ahead. Use something else. The heart, like being
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like it's like, what are you doing? Or like, and that specifically also upsets me for different reasons when they cover up like if there's like a picture of their dog laying on their back and they'll cover the dog's private parts. I'm like, what are we doing? I wasn't looking.
Yeah.
And now I
am,
feel like I
though.
have to.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, well, why are we covering that up?
Right. I want to see
now
it.
I'm
Yeah, like did it
curious
look
about
weird or something? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. When people use the emojis for the baby's privates, I'm like, choose it wisely.
Yeah.
A black box or something. Let's be neutral.
Yeah. Don't
I don't
give it
want
an
it to be-
emotion. Yeah.
I don't want it to be like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's weird.
it's time to take a break.
Must.
What's up, little freakadeeks? We got a product for you that we're pushing hard.
Ooh. Oh.
What's the product,
Ooh,
EJ?
it's Athletic Greens.
Have you tried it?
Oh, I've tried it.
And do you like it?
Oh my God, you guys. I'm obsessed.
It's like, it's really different from like what you guys are thinking means health, because you, when you think of health, you're like, expensive,
Yeah.
tastes really bad, hard to really implement into my routine.
Yes.
Really throws me off.
Yeah.
Wrong. This stuff costs so little. I think we have the stats on it.
Yeah, wait. This stuff is so inexpensive.
It costs you less than $3 a day.
Yeah. And it's like basically cheaper than your cold brew habit. Uh-oh.
So-
Guilty.
Ring-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding. And it tastes, you're thinking it probably tastes like spinach and broccoli.
Yeah.
Wrong again.
Yeah.
It tastes like a tropical vacation in your mouth. Ever had a Starburst? It's a little bit like that.
Yep. with some zest as well.
It's lifestyle friendly. It's like whether you eat keto, paleo, vegan, dairy-free, gluten-free, it's for you. And it contains less than 1 gram of sugar, no GMOs, no nasty chemicals, or artificial anything. And again, and I cannot stress this enough, it tastes good.
It tastes really good. It actually
really
does.
good.
And it's also like, it's like you have all the supplements and the nutrition in one thing. So you don't have to grab all the separate. You don't have to be running around the store grabbing all
this. It's time to take one tiny scoop of athletic greens. And right now it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition, especially heading into the flu and cold season, which is every season now. With the way
life.
things
It's life.
are. It's just one scoop in a cup of water every day, and that's it. There's no need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. And to make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. And all you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/golden. Again, that is athleticgreens.com/golden to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
That one was less scary.
Oh, great.
That one just had sort of zany energy. It wasn't sinister.
Happy to hear it, Shelby. Anything to keep you
EJ
happy.
and I got in a huge fight over the break. Allison, we had a question for you.
Yeah.
If you had to delete something from the records, that doesn't have to be like the big stuff. Like it doesn't have to be like war, but it's just something you're like the aliens don't really need to get involved. On that. What's something you would delete?
Well, so I sent my answer promptly because I work. I'm so afraid of being in trouble, and
Right, the professor.
Yeah. But and then the thing happened. So let me explain.
Uh-oh.
So what I had sent was getting rid of texting the wrong person by accident. But now the new Apple update or whatever is made it so that you can undo it.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
I was blown away. I was like, I willed this into existence.
And you like that feature.
Ooh.
Well, okay. So
I don't mind the unsend. I have something I do. Actually, go ahead.
Well, yeah, so I think an unsend is helpful because I've sent the wrong text message to the wrong person many a time.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it's been mortifying for me personally.
It has, I've gotten into trouble with it for sure.
Yeah.
The new feature, for those that don't know, you can unsend and you can edit.
Edit is weird.
I think
Edit is
edit
weird.
is a gaslighting nightmare.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
I'm going to get into situations where I'm like, you said this, and if I don't have a screenshot, there's no proof.
How quickly is it you can edit until the end of time or just like within like a minute period?
I don't know.
or-
That actually would be really nice to know because
Yeah.
I'm nervous that people in bad relationships are going to have a really
Right.
bad time with this.
Well, and I also wonder, because I know that like on some social media, if you caption something and then edit the caption, it'll tell you that it has been edited, or like it'll say edited.
Right.
Is it going to be that kind of
again,
thing?
really nice.
That would
because
be nice.
I am afraid of this update.
I'm
I
scared
like the
too.
unsend if it's quick.
No, I think it has to be quick.
Okay.
Right, because what if you,
Well, yeah.
how could you control?
I have the answers if you're.
Please.
Oh, Anya, please.
I just keep picturing all our listeners on this episode like really screaming the answers into the phone.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
The first recipient will see that you've edited the text message.
Thank God.
You can only do it with other people who have Apple, iOS. 16,
iMessage, correct.
And then you only have 15 minutes
To unsend.
to edit.
Oh.
You have 15 minutes to edit, and how long do you have to unsend?
Let's look that up.
I gotta know. I know. I'm on the edge of my
Wait,
seat.
and has this update happened already?
Yes.
Oh, it
Right?
did?
So I can do it on my little
someone
phone?
said that they were like, did you update yet?
Well,
But
I
maybe
always
it was
say,
for a
no,
different one.
don't update.
Well, but because the experience of sending the wrong person a text is like really can
So
be
embarrassing.
Really bad.
I had one really recently that was super embarrassing.
What was
2
it?
minutes? Nice.
2 minutes.
So you can unsend within 2 minutes. You can edit within 15.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel a little bit more at ease. I've
Yeah.
been nervous.
You've
for
been
some
kind
time.
of sitting on this,
Yeah.
like really worried about it.
I can
I have
tell.
been kind of worried. So it
Yeah.
was like, well, I'm just like, if I get annoyed with something someone said and then they just edit it, I'm going to be like, well, I don't even have the proof.
Scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I feel like I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Here's my question. Okay, picture this. You send a text. 5 minutes later, you unsend it. You're like, oh, shit.
You can't. 2 minutes.
Or sorry. Oh, 2 minutes? Okay, but still. Picture this. You send a text. 1 minute and 30 seconds later, you unsend it. But the person's already read it.
Right.
They have it open in front of them. And then it just, disappears?
I will say that happens on Instagram because you can unsend messages on there already.
You can?
Oh my God, yes. You can unsend a message at any time on Instagram.
What?
Yeah.
Do you do that often?
Yeah.
What are you sending it
come on.
unsending?
Okay, first of all, just, can you tell it?
I just unsend all the time. If I say something and I change my mind.
In a
unsend.
DM?
Have you ever done it to me?
No. I've done it to Lindsay a lot. Lindsay, shout out. She knows she hates it because what it'll tell you is that someone has unsent a message to you but won't tell you who. So she'll be like,
Okay,
"Did you
that's gaslighting.
unsend something?" And I'll say, and then you have to either admit it or not. But it's really sort of about. I have done it as just sort of like a fun game sometimes. Like I'll say something and then just unsend it as for fun.
Rude.
This is why you're so cued into the abuses of these systems because you're already doing it.
Ding, ding, ding.
No, but I don't do it for. I got asked to do a show recently, and it was for like that night. Like it was like, "Are you available to do a show tonight?" And I didn't answer within 15 minutes, and then they unsent the message, and I thought that was nuts because I was like,
That is
"Wait,
really
I would love
weird.
to do it another time. I just couldn't tonight." Now I feel like I wasn't even asked. Like I feel like I have to be like, "Hey, just touching base. I saw you sent me a message. I think, but it's no longer there." And I was just checking. It like really made me go
so
like
crazy.
But I'm assuming it's because they ended up booking full, and they were like,
Right.
"Well, we don't want you to." And I was like, "Just send a message instead of unsending. Why don't you just hit me with a like?
Never
We're
mind.
full. Is there another
we're
weekend you
full.
could do?"
Yeah.
But
Can you
instead,
do it next month? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
it made me go.
I already have such a tenuous grasp of reality.
Right.
Where like
Me
I
too.
question everything all of the time.
Yeah.
Like something will happen and my OCD will make me go immediately like, did that even happen? So now the idea that I could be getting messages and then they could be disappearing on me, like I gotta throw my
you were
phone out.
celebrating it for a
Horrifying.
moment.
Well, for me.
Okay.
For me deleting.
right.
But no one can delete what they send to me.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I recently wrote a message that was for like. I wrote it to a group text instead of to one person, and it was like very much
Was it
like
gossipy?
No, it was like more embarrassing than it was like a boring text about my day that I was being kind of like elaborate about explaining, but I sent it to a group and being like, you know what it was? I was shopping at Uniqlo, and my
Uniqlo.
girlfriend was inside Uniqlo.
No, it's Uniqlo.
You're Uniqlo.
I was shopping at Uniqlo.
But my girlfriend was trying something on, and I was like, I was just sort of standing around waiting for her, and I felt like I was constantly in the way, so I waited outside. Like I was,
Okay.
and so I sent what I meant to send to her was, I keep being in the way in here, so I'm just gonna wait outside. And I sent it to a group text of like 17 people.
17?
And they were just kind of like, "Hey, what's going on?" And I was like,
I don't even know 17 people.
I keep being in the way in here, so I'm just
So
gonna
they
wait
remove
out.
you from the group text because they thought that's
Yeah,
what
they're
you
like,
meant.
okay, leave
Yeah,
then.
get out of here.
It's also so embarrassing for people to know that like I felt uncomfortable in a store, and then I was like, you know what? I feel like in here I'm just sort of a nuisance. So I get out, I'm like painting myself like such a loser.
Oh,
and I had to be
no.
like.
So
And
self-deprecating.
then I just had to respond and be like, someone wrote like question mark, and I was like, sorry, that wasn't for you. I'm waiting outside the Uniqlo store. And then I was like, does anyone need anything? Because I was like, I don't know. I feel so
Like, how do you come
was
back from that?
this?
It was for we were getting dinner for a friend's birthday, and honestly, I didn't even know everyone in the group text. Like, there was a lot of people I didn't know in there, and it was a really, and if I could have just unsent that, I knew the minute I pressed send that it was to the wrong people.
Oh, no.
God, that is such a funny.
So in that case, yeah, it would have been really helpful.
I think it should be 1 minute. I think
That extra minute's too
I
much?
think 2 minutes.
because then it's like the chances of someone seeing it are pretty
Are
high.
too
after
high.
It
a
should be
minute.
an accident, not a rethinking.
Right.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. A.
And not a minute late.
Because I feel like it shouldn't be like, wait, I regret that. I feel like you should have to.
You
should
should
have to
be like,
admit it.
oh, I literally sent this to the wrong person.
You should have to vocalize if you regret something, and you should get to unsend if you were a mistake altogether.
I'm a
I have
big
a
believer
question.
in shame. Yeah.
What?
What?
I won't elaborate.
Okay. Can you? Are you not able to edit a TikTok comment? I've never figured out how to edit a TikTok comment.
I don't know.
I don't comment on TikTok.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've never.
I feel like no. There's too many
can't.
typos in there.
You can't really edit.
I can't even delete
People
a
say
TikTok
too much crazy
comment.
stuff to be able to edit.
That
I don't
seems
even know how to
terrible.
delete a TikTok
You
comment.
have to be able to do that.
A TikTok comment, you can delete a TikTok
How?
comment. You slide on it, and then there's a little trash can.
I've got some comments all over TikTok. I wish I could take back.
You're going through. You're like, where did I comment? You're like,
I said
slide.
I don't
slide.
feel I'm in the way and I need to leave. I just love that all over videos.
I just feel like I'm in the way.
I'm in the way. I feel like I should get out of here. I'm gonna wait outside. like such an Eeyore comment. Like
Eeyore.
Yeah. I hope you have fun. No rush, but I'm gonna wait outside because when I'm in there, people just have to get around me.
Might as well be a rack of clothes.
Anyway, that would have really helped me then.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you're like in a fight with someone or you're like having a disagreement and you say something and you regret it, you should have to express regret.
Yeah.
Well, I also would say that we shouldn't, as a society, be allowed to fight via text message.
Agreed.
You should have to only fight on the phone or in person.
Yeah.
Now,
Do you not agree, Shelby? You like fighting over text?
I don't mind it because I have a hard time. I get overwhelmed really easily. And if I can sit with words for a second, I won't react in ways that I don't want. Like, I just get really overwhelmed. I am better at policing my emotions in text.
But why do you want to police your emotions?
I want to think about them. Like, I want to...
Helps you take a breath.
Yes, which, like, there's also asking for that is very real. But like, if someone's, like, talking to me and tells me a bunch of things, like, I get really overwhelmed and then I'm, like, trying to order it all in my head and I'm like, and then I get pretty quiet and then I don't really know how to respond. But in a text, I can be like, this is what they're saying. I can reread it and, like, understand it better. And then you can always hit a voice memo with your response. You should be able to fight in voice memos.
Okay. I respect that. Here's what I'll say.
Voice memos.
Email can be kind of cool in this way. I don't know. Maybe this is a hot take.
you're fighting with people over email?
I'm not fighting, but heated discussion. Like when I have something to tell someone and I don't really want to handle their response right away or like don't trust myself to have a good response right away, I'll shoot an email.
I email my parents.
I'll write a letter. Yeah, that's exactly. It's my parents. That's what I'm talking about. It's exclusively that.
He's like, and if there are people
that gave birth to you,
if there are people that you are having disagreement with, and you don't want to, you can email. It's
And
fully for me.
They're over the age of 70, and and they don't get it. You can just email them.
So I think, yes, sending the text to the wrong person should be deleted. Do I think that Apple has found the exact right way to delete that?
No.
I think we're still waiting on
The work in
perfect
progress,
solution.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And I want to take back my caveat about that you shouldn't fight over text because I do think people's brains work in different ways and I don't want to discount that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, people could stop fighting over text. People don't like that about me, but I
just think there can be a lot of misinterpreting
tone.
because also
tone.
like we as humans pick up a lot on body language and nonverbal communication and all of that's lost in text.
100%.
Yeah.
It's not a perfect system for me either. If I could find the perfect thing, I don't know what it would be.
Well, maybe it would be, here's a pitch. You're sitting, okay, so say you and I were having a fight. Well, actually,
God, this sucks.
Yeah. First of all, God, I hate this so much. Second of all, what if we both had pads of sticky notes and we weren't allowed to speak?
It's just like,
But we were sitting across from each other so we could read each other's body language. But you say something, or you write something on a sticky note. You're like,
The way
EJ,
if
that
I
hurt my
got-
feelings. And I'm like,
the way if I got angry, the quickness with which I would be trying to get out my response. You know what I mean?
but then I'd be like, but that would be something that I would see.
They
But
can pick up on that.
But that would be so annoying as the writer to be like, wait, I have so much to say about this. Like,
Yeah.
I have horrible handwriting, and so that could be a real problem.
yeah.
In my fights.
Sure.
I think the reality is being like, I need a second before I respond and fighting in person.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
Asking
thing
for-
people don't realize you can do is like you can take timeouts.
Yeah.
Like you can take a mindful timeout and be like, check back in 5 minutes. I gotta walk away.
I need to
process
think
this.
for a second.
And that's not a bad thing. You just have to like have a time to come back,
Yeah.
or else you kind of just like board a plane, leave the country, never resolve it.
God,
Sure.
I hate when I do that.
I hate that. That's like the worst.
I hate when I on a whim,
Yeah.
just like other country. No, Caleb and I once tried to go to Mexico, and I found out that my passport was expired into the drive. So,
Oh no!
yeah, it was a bummer.
Oh man.
So next time you guys want to, on a whim, go out of the country, hey, check that passport. How about?
I wonder if mine's expired.
Mine's not now. I got a new one because of that.
Yeah.
I said time to renew.
Yeah.
What is next on your records?
What else do they gotta know about?
So you guys had said that you could do like a feeling, right?
Yes, 100%. Science is so powerful.
And so when I try to think about like what is like a lovely feeling to experience as a human, I came up with when you're getting out of a pool and somebody's already waiting for you with a warm towel and then they wrap that towel around you.
Beautiful.
It really is one of the sweetest acts of
so
love.
It's
kind.
such a wonderful act of care and love. And it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because first of all, getting out of a pool is an embarrassing act.
Sometimes, yeah.
I've decided. Like the act of getting out of a
Well,
pool.
yeah, it depends if there's stairs or what your
Correct,
situation
stairs are
is.
fine, but if
Yeah.
when you're like pulling yourself out of a pool, there is something truly sort of like
So vulnerable.
It's very vulnerable.
And someone just being like, "Oh, let me cover you up real
Yeah.
quick." Is
And
so
let me
nice.
like protect you from the elements.
Yes, that's the other thing is that
Yeah.
there's no matter what the temperature is, the second you get out of the pool, you're uncomfortable.
Right.
For a second.
Right.
You're it's soaking wet. You're
Yeah.
dripping, and usually a little chill. The towel.
Oh, the towel. It makes me think of when I was like a little kid and I would get out of a pool and the pool towel itself would be so large.
Yeah.
Like it'd be like on the like would encase my whole body, you know?
Oh, it's the best.
and you're
Just
like
to wrap you right up.
Yeah.
Also, kids get so cold right out of the pool.
Kids
They're
get
always
so kids
purple
are
lipped
always
right out of the pool.
so cold right out of the pool.
When you see a kid get out of the pool, they're immediately like,
It's really intense. Yeah. It's like get it together. Like not that cold.
Heat up.
Yeah. Jeez.
that's what I say to kids.
Heat up.
Go heat up.
Dude. Yeah.
All kids are dudes.
That's true.
No, I think that is such a sweet. It is like you saw I was gonna get out. Like, and
they
if
had
you don't
to
have to ask
prepare.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a
Anticipating your
preparation.
need,
Yes.
which is like really lovely.
And then you're just like, thank you.
right?
Also, I think it does make me feel like a little kid again.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Makes me feel
Protected.
very safe and protected
Yeah,
and cared for.
Thank you. Thank you. I like want to have a popsicle or something.
Yeah.
Thanks. That's awesome.
It's cute.
I think it's a perfect feeling.
It's a really nice feeling. Did you ever have those towels that had a hood on them too?
Oh no, but I wish I had like a little animal
Yeah.
head. Yeah.
Because those honestly they probably do make those for adults.
They do.
Yeah. That would be a little weird if I had one.
Oh,
Whatever.
Okay.
have one.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have like
then I will.
Snuggies now.
You were just trying to figure out if it was okay for you to get one.
I'm
EJ's
so-
like, and that would suck if like I had one.
and like if I mentioned that I had one, you guys would probably be like, ew, gross.
You'd like laugh at me, right? Everyone would be
Yeah.
laughing at me if I had one.
Yeah.
No, I think it would be cool.
Cool.
I
They
would
also
love to
have like
that.
those tiny towels just for wrapping your hair up.
I use that.
Yeah.
Not at the pool, but I use it daily
in
in
your
my
home.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Does it have a button?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's really, I don't think it does much.
Really?
But I guess it's less bulky than wrapping my hair in a traditional towel. It's
It's supposed to be better for your hair.
supposed to be better for your hair. It's supposed to like
because it's
dry it
microfiber or
faster.
something rather than
Yeah, I don't
And
know
it's
if
less
that's
heavy, so it
stuff.
doesn't like pull as much.
Oh, is that why?
It's supposed to be.
Oh.
I mean,
I
what do
see.
I really know, you know?
hey, you know a lot.
No.
You know what's best for your hair, especially if you have curly hair, for a lot of you
T-shirt.
curly-haired little freaks. Yeah, a t-shirt or a silk scarf.
Why a t-shirt?
Because the little nubbins on towels, you know, the little, you know what I'm talking about?
Terry cloth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially with curly hair, they'll catch on your hair and break up the
Oh,
curls.
so not the shape of a t-shirt, just the material.
Just the
of a
material.
Correct.
t-shirt.
Like
Got
if
it.
they had just like a rectangle of cotton.
which is what
God.
I use.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Do you? Where'd you get it?
Cut up a t-shirt.
Oh, okay.
Duh.
And do you wrap it around your head?
No, I usually just sort of like that.
Okay.
Oh, I wrap a t-shirt around my head.
You do t-shirt.
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh.
Sometimes I'm lazy.
But my hair doesn't
I don't
really,
take care of my hair good. Sorry.
That's a...
Do you have curly hair?
Yeah,
What?
I have not this kind of curly.
Yeah.
Not like because there's like a
I have
ranking
little
system.
macaronis. And I
There's
have
like a
3
rating
Bs.
system.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and I'm like, what is it? Like 2B is like big, like tighter waves. Mm-hmm. I'm like that.
I'm a 2A. I just
Okay.
learned this the other day.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
I'm a 2 because I'm a wavy girl.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have naturally like like almost combination. Like some of my hair will go into like a perfect coil and then some of it will be like relatively straight. It also depends how I dry it. Like I think if I were to do like the curly girl method or whatever, I would have pretty tight curls.
Wow.
But I don't have the patience.
Right.
It's a lot of work.
I don't take care of my hair. And in that way, I guess I really take care of it. Like I don't do anything to it at all.
Oh,
they're-
so no
sometimes
heat
they're like-
damage.
None.
Nice.
I've never dyed it.
Naturalista.
So I guess in some ways I'm taking perfect care, but in other ways I'm doing a really bad job with it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, what is next on your records?
I think that next on my records was Ben and Jerry's coffee buzz buzz buzz.
Yeah,
Because let me tell you, I love ice cream,
Yeah.
but
me too.
I need there to make a great ice cream, I need there to be a crunch.
Uh-huh.
I'm not all about a very smooth ice cream. I
No.
like when there's different consistencies and textures in my ice cream. Coffee, buzz, buzz, buzz has a lot of little thing. I feel like it has like nuts and
It's variety.
stuff.
What's
and-
all in coffee, buzz, buzz, buzz?
Once again. Coffee, buzz, buzz, buzz.
Espresso bean fudge.
Ooh.
So pretty
I
good.
love a fudge chunk.
A fudge chunk is huge.
And I love espresso beans.
And I feel like what I've done with this selection, if I may be so bold, is I'm also introducing them to coffee, which I think is a huge part of the human experience.
Yeah. Has
Massive.
anyone
And
put
ice
coffee on the
cream.
record before?
I don't think, which is
That's
crazy.
wild.
Fucked up.
Yeah, and Ben and Jerry's is a nice company.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
They are.
So
I went to school in Vermont.
Good.
You
and
did?
we really chatted about Ben and Jerry quite a bit.
I would go to Vermont every summer growing up, and we would always stop at the Ben and Jerry's factory.
Did you ever get a Vermonster?
No, what's that?
You know? A Vermonster is the worst thing that exists. It is a big tub, like a bucket of ice cream. And I think it's like 36 scoops or something, a banana, a cookie, a brownie. Like it's
That
massive.
sounds epic.
And you can there's some caveats to it. It
This
is
all
supposed to-
sounds amazing.
Right. And I think that's the lore of it, is that it's like, oh my God, what a dream. And if you finish it at a lot of like the scoop shops, they'll like put a picture of you on the wall or whatever. The
I
problem
love
is
that.
that if you go with a group, which is how I've done Vermonsters in the past, you put a lot of flavors in there and they do not mix well. And this thing is going to melt into a really bad mix.
They're not setting
so
you up for
sorry.
success.
Because people will do like a coffee, buzz, 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 and then like strawberry.
Ew.
And you're like, why am I eating these two together?
I can mix flavor. I like a mix.
You like
Strawberry with
strawberry and
coffee?
coffee?
Well, you bite to bite. I like a
No, but I'm
tapas.
saying
It'll
with
melt.
this much, it melts together by the end. Like by the end, you're sipping on some.
I'm okay with it.
I like that about you.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
cool.
I think that can be so powerful. But by the end of you have to be in a group big enough that it isn't so miserable by the end. But typically, by the end of a Vermonster, it's like nobody's enjoying it. Everyone's miserable.
I I'm sorry, but I just don't believe you that it becomes so horrible eating a big ice cream sundae. That sounds like you're making it seem like by the end people are like hate themselves, hate the world.
Yeah.
Like they're just eating a sundae. If you don't
You're
like
making
it,
it sound
stop
really
eating
bad,
it.
Shelby.
No, it's like a mission to finish it. So everyone's like, I have to finish it. There's like then all this like mutual responsibility.
Yeah.
So people are like, I feel like I'm done, and then people are like, you can't be done because I have to eat
I
your.
think there's too much control in your friend groups.
Ooh.
This has been so many different friend groups over time that I can't imagine it's about the dynamics of the friend group. I did it with a soccer team once. I did it with a bunk at camp. I did it with college friends. It's just like I've had a lot of Vermonsters and it has never ended up being like a joyful experience. It's always been like, wow, this really sucks to do together.
Shelby, that's really hard.
Surprising.
But I challenge you really genuinely to go to a scoop shop, get a Vermonster with a group of friends, and enjoy it all the way through.
I would and I will.
I want you to desperately.
Because I will at a certain point say, I'm done. And then they'll say, you have to keep going. And I'll say, why? We're here for fun. Why turn this into
Why make
some
this a
sort of
mess?
competition?
Oh, it's not a competition with each other. It's like
No, I understand, but why make it a challenge?
because that's how they advertise it.
Yeah, but I don't buy into that.
Oh, see, I'm competitive.
No, I give up. I love
There you
to
go.
quit. And I love
That's
to fail.
where God, you have what I want. God, do I wish.
Quitting is fun.
I quit all the time.
Quitting is really fun.
Yeah.
You are like cut to me like being the last one willing to eat the Vermonster.
Yeah, the three of us go and then you get so violently ill because we usually eat one scoop and
I'm
are like,
crying into the
myself.
thing. There's also like the brownie, the cookie, like that stuff's heavy. It's like
It's a lot. No,
and
it's a
you
lot.
really have to be selective about the flavors. I cannot stress this enough. You have to be selective about the flavors. They have to be within the same group, and frankly, they shouldn't be the heavy flavors. I don't know necessarily what I mean by that, but like,
Yeah, I was
don't
gonna-
get a cookie dough. Don't get a cookie dough.
Oh, I love cookie dough though. See, I'd be like,
Me
put
too,
the cookie dough
but
in
don't
there.
get it for this. That's not what this is.
Right, because
Okay.
this is serious.
People are mad at me in the room.
You ever get a maple creamy in Vermont?
no.
What?
Yes. I literally, for a second, was like, what are you talking about?
I was gonna be like, dude, you gotta go to Vermont and get a maple. It's just maple soft
Soft
serve.
serve.
It's so freaking
Oh my God,
good.
I don't think I've had that.
It's so good.
I've had maple candy a lot.
Yeah,
maple
which is
candy's amazing. Maple creamy, next level.
Also, do you ever do the, I don't remember what they call it, but when they just put maple on ice?
What?
No worries.
I gotta have that.
Like a maple snow cone?
oh my God.
Kind of, but it just freezes onto the ice a little.
That sounds amazing.
Maple stuff
Yeah.
is the best, man.
Love it.
Maple's a good
I
flavor.
love Vermont.
Wait, yeah.
Well,
Well, it's a
actually,
perfect
so my
state.
final, if I can jump, my final
You can.
item is also from Vermont,
Oh, what is it?
believe it or not. So every summer we would also go to the the Vermont Teddy Bear Factory.
Yes.
And one year I got a teddy bear that I named BobFred.
Perfect name.
And he's just kind of your perfect, classic teddy bear.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would include that as well to show that, like, as humans, we have these little companions that bring us joy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I feel like
Do you
the
still
name,
have BobFred?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I do.
Okay.
the name BobFred is such a kid's naming their thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Name. I think I was a Billy Joe Bob.
Oh, yeah.
I had
was
Jeremiah.
a weird kid. Yeah.
Oh.
Like, my first AOL email address was bassdeer51 because I tried more popular animals and those seemed to be taken.
So you
And
sort
then
of
I
went down
jumped
the
right
list.
to bass deer thinking no
Which
one's
makes
thinking
you
about that.
Such a specific, like
Yeah.
bass deer. If I were to be on TikTok or Instagram and see a username bass deer comment, I would have an image of you that it couldn't be more different than what
Yeah.
sits in front of me here today.
And then
Right.
a few years later, I was like, that's so not cool, Allison. Like, you need a cooler email address. And so I changed it to Kickin' Kangaroo 2.
Okay,
Which
that
is
was
That's pretty
fun.
great.
I
Alliteration.
don't know. I had to pick 2. There was already a Kickin' Kangaroo 1.
Yeah,
So
my
were
mom
you
made
like- Sorry.
my mom named my first screen name Tumbleweed 61093
That's beautiful.
because I was a gymnast
yeah,
and
it's not that bad.
no one knew what a tumbleweed was and everyone thought I was talking about drugs and I
Oh,
was
no.
young.
Oh.
Is that a drug?
Weed?
Oh, tumble. Oh, well, I don't
A
think
lot
of
of people
tumbleweeds
didn't know
as-
what tumbleweed was, so they were just like,
Oh,
she
just
tumbles from
weed.
gymnastics and she smokes weed.
Got it. And was that not
Tumbleweed.
true?
At the time, I got my first screen name I got in like 6th grade. I was like, no, I'm not smoking weed.
Yeah, guys, that's not me.
That's not my deal.
So
I do
no.
tumble, but
Not
it's
that
different.
stuff. Not the grass.
And then this is miserable to admit. I'm embarrassing myself on this podcast. Then so many people were telling me that I did drugs that my next screen name was Hugs Not Drugs.
Whoa!
610.
The pendulum swung back, baby.
And then I got embarrassed by that when I started doing drugs. So then I made
But then
it
it's sort of ironic.
just my name.
you made a drug sometimes.
I was like,
Maybe
hugs
does
and
drugs.
drugs depends on your mood.
Yeah.
And then no, but I
Wow.
really had a journey with my screen names. For
Hugs,
Wow,
not
yeah.
drugs.
610, maybe.
Hell yeah. That is so cool.
So BobFred,
Yeah.
do you still have him? Did
Yeah,
you say
I do.
You do. In your house here, or like with your parents?
I think that I think my old school stuffed animals are in my shed.
Obsessed.
But I'm obsessed with stuffed animals. Like I
Yeah.
still go into stores and want them. Like my body gravitates towards them, and if it was more okay, I think I would buy
they're
them all the
making
time.
them better now too.
Oh, yeah. They've
They're
got
incredible.
amazing ones out there.
They've got some really soft fabrics. Some, I want one that it's got some real heft to it. I can hug it well.
You know they're
Absolutely.
making weighted stuffed animals now?
I've been targeted about
Yeah.
those, and I'm
Yeah.
on the cusp of diving in.
Yeah.
I'm one click away from getting one of those
And they
bad
have
boys.
those octopus ones that you can flip inside and outside.
Oh, I love those.
But
I know what
that's
you're
not to
talking about.
hold. It's
No,
very
that's to
small.
play with.
No,
Yeah.
those ones are more for what I keep getting advertised for that, which makes me feel like I need to like look inward, is that you can put it based on your mood. You can be
Right.
like, I'm happy today.
Yeah.
You can talk to me, I'm happy.
Yeah,
Or you
that's
can be like,
nice.
I'm in a bad mood.
Right.
But I'm like, I don't feel like I should have to rely on a stuffed animal. I'm almost 30.
Right. You should maybe
I
be
should
able to
get
say those words.
I should get to say,
yeah.
I'm just not in a good mood today.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to put a
Well,
octopus out.
maybe the octopus could be for when you're having some confrontation.
I don't want to do the octopus thing about having happy or sad octopus. I think it's probably really cute, but
It's not for you.
I can't use that as my communication style.
Okay. Let me know
I think that's
if that
regression, not
changes.
progression. I think I'd be regressing.
Okay.
I think I'd be regressing. Vermont Teddy Bear Factory is like, those are like nice bears.
Yeah, they're really
Whoa.
lovely, and you
So
get to
Bob
see them get
Fred.
made. Yeah, BobFred's real good. And I actually had another one that looked like a regular teddy bear, but then if you took its face off, it was an alien underneath.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm like very into aliens. Is the part that I've yet to reveal on this podcast.
Wow.
So late in the game.
I played it cool when you asked me to be on. I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, sure, with the aliens, and I'm like, they're listening.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. God, I hope.
Yeah, my teenage bedroom was just like filled with alien posters.
What?
What you've just described, though, in the teddy bear is one of the scariest things I've ever heard.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, it's cute.
It's
The
Nice.
face comes off.
The face does come off.
like,
yeah.
is it on a
That feels
string?
scary. Do you?
Well, it's more of a surprise, which we've established we
You
like.
love,
yeah.
We love, yeah.
I want to see it.
I
so
really want to see it.
fascinated.
Do you think so? But you wouldn't send that one to space because that
Well,
might
that feels
scare
like
the
it's
actual
mocking
alien.
them.
Yeah, mocking
And
their
you don't.
culture.
You really don't want to set us up for failure.
No,
No.
please.
We got to be really conscientious about
Yeah.
what we're sending.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously, yeah.
Because what if they look nothing like that? And
That's
then they're
my
like,
fear.
how
Yeah,
dare
this
you
is the
make
thing.
these assumptions about me? I'm not green.
Yeah, they're like
I would never
stereotype.
take on a body of a bear.
Right.
So.
Yeah, maybe they're like anti-disguise.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're like, we are who we are.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now, do you believe that the aliens are already among us?
I hate to bring this up again, but many people think they're octopi.
Yeah.
Well, I have a big theory, which
Okay.
I shared on the last time I was on a Headgum podcast like 4 years ago.
Perfect.
But I still have the theory, which is I believe that the number one way that that the government covers up aliens is by just telling us it's from the ocean. Because you would believe anything was from the ocean.
Yeah, you would.
I literally would.
Yeah.
Right? You have seen some of the most wild photos of stuff.
Yep.
like neon colors, all sorts of tentacles, wild-looking things. And in other contexts, you would say that's an alien. But as soon as the big government goes, that's from the deep ocean, we go, okay, no
Yep.
problem.
Because
100%.
we haven't seen a lot that's down there.
Right.
And it's the scariest place to be.
Scariest place. Scarier
Or
than
most
space.
exciting.
Both.
Yeah.
Well, you love a surprise. I don't want to be surprised in the deep ocean. I want to be.
I want to know
on
exactly.
land.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to know that I could take a deep breath when I
Right.
get scared
that's fair.
and not die,
Yeah.
drown immediately.
No.
I was gonna say we're coming up to the end of our time.
Yeah.
Is that what you were gonna say?
Maybe. I don't know.
Is there anything left that we didn't get to on your list?
No, I think we covered them.
Wow.
I mean,
Talk about perfection.
that. I'm talking about it.
Allison, where can people find you?
Yes, so you can find me on socials at Allison Raskin. I have a mental health focused Instagram called @Emotional Support Lady. That's also a Substack. I have my weekly podcast, Just Between Us, available wherever podcasts are listened to. And then my latest book, Overthinking About You, Navigating Romantic Relationships When You Have OCD, Anxiety, and/or Depression, is available wherever books are sold.
Get the book. Go. This episode's ending, which means go listen to her podcast right now. You're already on the app. And have an amazing rest of your day, night, morning, whatever you're doing.
Oh. Cool.
They could be going to sleep.
Good night, love.
Sleep well.
Mwah.
Thank you so much for being on.
Yeah, that was so fun.
That was a Headgum original.